Let's prevent ignorance with education that cancer is not contagious. There is no evidence that close contact or things like sex, kissing, touching, sharing meals, or breathing the same air can spread cancer from one person to another. Cancer cells from one person are generally unable to live in the body of another healthy person. It is a sad reality that some people believe through ignorance and lack of knowledge and education, have an unrealistic attitude against those who have verbally exposed their illnesses out of honesty and transparency. Fear invades the mind of a person that may be shunned, persistently avoided, ignored, or rejected after revealing the disease that they have or had. I call it left for dead, damaged goods, contagiously speaking. These are the times when you learn who your real friends and family are. Believe it or not, cancer cells from one person are generally unable to live in the body of another healthy person. A healthy person's immune system recognizes foreign cells and destroys them, including cancer cells from another person. Everyone is or will be exposed in their lifetime to some form or type of cancer-causing factor or substance, and most likely a person will never even know they have cancer or be willing to disclose it to others for fear of being shunned and given the cold shoulder treatment and eventually abandoned. Is cancer contagious? No, cancer is not contagious. There, I said it. Cancer is not contagious because research has shown that a healthy person cannot catch cancer from someone who has it. There is no evidence that close contact or things like sex, kissing, touching, sharing meals, or breathing the same air can spread cancer from one person to another. Cancer cells from one person are generally unable to live in the body of another healthy person. A healthy person's immune system recognizes foreign cells and destroys them, including cancer cells from another person. Cancer transfers during an organ transplant. In some cases in which organ transplants from people with cancer have been able to cause cancer in the person who received their organ. There are some germs that can play a role in the development of certain types of cancer. This may lead some people to wrongly think that cancer is catching. We know that some forms of cancer are found more often in people who are infected with certain viruses. For example, and according to the American Cancer Society medical team, certain types of human papillomaviruses (HPVs) are linked to cancers of the cervix, vagina, vulva, penis, anus, and some cancers of the mouth, throat, head, and neck. But smoking, drinking, Epstein-Barr virus (EBV) is linked to nose hepatitis B virus (HBV) and hepatitis C virus (HCV), liver infections, which can raise the risk. Human herpes virus type 8 (HHV8) is linked with a type of cancer called Kaposi sarcoma. Most people with HHV8 do not develop Kaposi sarcoma, the virus that causes AIDS. A few may get Kaposi sarcoma if they are taking medicines as those used after an organ transplant. Invasive cervical cancer, Kaposi sarcoma, in many cases of HIV-related cancer, other viruses such as HHV8. These viruses can be passed from person to person, usually through blood or sex, but the viral infection alone usually does not lead to cancer. As smoking, and other health problems allow cancer to develop more readily. How about the products we all use to kill germs or occupational hazards on the job that cause cancer? There are environmental factors that cause cancer but not person to person. Nobody talks about cancer much, or prevention or causes of cancer, just requesting donations for research. It seems like a huge taboo to discuss cancer and prevention. I remember going to a gym pool and the group of older adults were all discussing health issues they had. Some talked about it on my first visit, not sure if it was to be nosy in an incognito way. One elderly man put his finger over his lips to tell me not to talk about it. I wondered what his problem was, but I never returned, luckily, because I moved to a gated property with 4 swimming pools after that weird encounter. All I know is my end game was cancer-free based on a CT scan and never needed to take prescribed cancer medications either. After 7 years, no reoccurrence of triple-negative breast cancer stage 3A. But that evaluation is not believed by some people I know who truly still believe once you have cancer you always have it and you are contagious or sick or going to die. Well, we are all going to die sometime sooner. For others who live recklessly and don't value life and do not and will not take care of themselves properly. How about living today like there is no tomorrow? I say yes to that and no to cancer. That cancer is not contagious. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.